Welcome back everyone. iOS 13.5 just officially came out for the iPhone 6s Plus. Now if you can see my knee right here, please ignore it. Please do not leave comments about my knee or anything because I'm going to get really offended. But the 6s Plus is still supported, which I really do love. Hopefully it gets iOS 14. And with iOS 13.5, it honestly was a pretty big update at its core. Now I think I took a storage screenshot or how much storage I had before. Let me see. Actually, I took a ton of screenshots. So this was the size of the update on my iPhone 6s Plus. It was about 300 megabytes, 299.1 megabytes, but basically 300. So make sure you have about that saved on your device. And I was coming from 13.4.1, so keep that in mind. Now this was the storage I had before. So I had about 2.87 gigs saved on my device. And this was it after. So I went from 2.87 to 2.88. So I saved a little bit of storage, which I'm really happy about. Not a crazy amount, but just a little bit, which I'm really, something's better than nothing. Now with this update, it did bring a couple cool new features that are really important in my opinion. Now the first one, Apple and Google actually combined forces to make this exposure notification API, which is brought into this specific update. And basically this gives you new notifications and different things like that to make you up to date about this whole COVID-19 situation. And this update actually helps with that, which I'm really cool about. I really like that. I think the fact that they're combining forces and combining their power is really cool into doing something like this. So this update brings that. Also, there was another little issue. It wasn't an issue, but basically anytime you had a Face ID phone, so something like an iPhone 10, iPhone 11, whatever, and you went to go and unlock your device, if you would wear a mask, that's how most of us go outside now, you'd be covering up your Face ID and the passcode and all that stuff, and you had to wait for Face ID to fail to type in the passcode, but now you don't necessarily have to do that. The passcode comes up at the same time, which is really cool. So you can just type in that password and go on from there. So iOS 13.5 does bring that. Now another cool thing iOS 13.5 brought was within FaceTime, and more specifically with group FaceTime. And basically if you ever FaceTime to anybody or group FaceTime to anybody, there would be constant moving of the squares. So whenever they're talking, whoever talks, the squares get bigger and smaller, and that was a feature before, but that was really annoying, and I think they knew it was annoying, so then they switched out of it, which I really do like. So now you don't necessarily have to see all those squares moving around or whatever, so they took that thing out, so now it's just static. They just stay in the same place, which I'm really happy about. Now another final thing, if you were playing videos within Safari, sometimes there would just be black squares. It wouldn't even showcase the videos, but now that actually got fixed within iOS 13.5 as well. So at its core, this was a really big bug fix update. They fixed a lot of things that were wrong with iOS 13.4.1 and previous versions of iOS 13. There's still a couple bugs still there. I saw a couple glitches here and there when I was maneuvering through my phone, but at the end of the day, it's much better than iOS 13.4.1 in my opinion, and I think it's very important. You can still jailbreak if you have that checkmark jailbreak access. I would 100% recommend jailbreaking that way. I have tutorials on this channel, and I'll showcase you guys another way on how to jailbreak iOS 13.5. Hopefully that'll come out sooner than later, but that's really pretty much the process. If you guys have any other questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section as well. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate if you guys would check it out. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.